Hi, and welcome back to Bad Movie Takes. Today I'm going to be talking about The Faculty, a 1998 sci-fi horror directed by Robert Rodriguez that I'm ashamed to say I didn't see until this year. It's not that I didn't want to see it, I just kept forgetting and other movies came up and anyway. When I finally got around to watching it though, I was amazed. And not just because the movie's super entertaining, but there's the amount of factoids and little bits of information and Easter eggs, references, the cast, everything. I found myself searching everything on my phone instead of just watching the movie. So I put it down, enjoyed, and searched after. And if you're like I was and haven't gotten around to watch The Faculty, then let me just explain it quickly. It's a small town high school that finds out that it's ground zero for an alien invasion by these parasitic aliens that take over hosts. This small group of students realize that their teachers are acting really strange and they quickly discover this alien plot. So this starts an entire battle for the future of the planet. I do give a little bit more of a summary on YouTube Shorts as well as TikTok, so if you want a little more information, you can check it out there. But today I'm going to be talking about 10 wild facts about The Faculty you might not know about. Now the first fact is a shout out given to a band called Tito and Tarantula. When I was first watching the movie, I didn't realize that it was directed by Robert Rodriguez, which probably would have helped me out, but anyway. If you're unfamiliar with Robert, he's an incredible director who made a name for himself by filming an ultra-low budget movie called El Mariachi. From that, it spawned Desperado and Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Since then, he's filmed other movies like Dusk Till Dawn, Sin City, Predators, and they are all just incredible. But a lot of his movies feature music from Tito and Tarantula. You've probably heard them if you've watched Desperado or, the snake scene from Dusk Till Dawn.
Her eyes, a distant firelight, burns bright, wondering why it's only after dark.
There's a scene in The Faculty where Elijah Wood's character is cleaning himself up in the bathroom, and on the wall beside him, somebody's written Tito and Tarantula, which I thought was really weird until I realized Robert was the director. Even though this movie doesn't feature any of their music, he still found a way to give a shout out to them, so I thought that was kind of cool. The next fact, which I think it is a reference to Lilith. In The Faculty, Principal Drake is played by Bebe Neuwirth, and if you don't know who Bebe is, she played a character called Lilith in Frasier and Cheers. Now, Lilith is the wife of Frasier, and she's just portrayed as this absolute wet blanket, cool, calculating, kind of she-demon killjoy. None of the characters in either show like her, and she's just the butt of so many jokes. At the beginning of the movie, Principal Drake is attacked by these imposters, and as they're attacking her, they're making reference to just always wanting to do this, and I really do think that that's referring to what people always wanted to do to Lilith. Next is the very clear reference to the Invasion of the Body Snatchers and The Thing. Those are two really awesome movies, and if you haven't seen them, I definitely suggest checking them out, but you can clearly see that this movie has been influenced heavily by them, and there is a lot of very obvious references throughout. The entire premise of these alien parasites taking over the faculty and students and creating these sort of imposters is just clearly from Invasion of the Body Snatchers, although there are no pod people. In The Faculty, one of the infected teachers meets their demise by having their head chopped off, and instead of ending it there, the head grows legs and runs away. And there's a scene in The Thing that's very similar as well. There's also a reference in science class where one of the teachers gets his fingers chopped off and they kind of scurry away. On top of that, the students realize that the only way to show who is real and who's an imposter is to take these drugs, which I don't know if I'd want to get high during an alien invasion, but I mean, But the drug test was a clear reference to the blood test in The Thing. It's just kind of neat that there was all these references throughout the film. This was the breakout film for Josh Hartnett. We all know Josh Hartnett now as a great actor who's been in a lot of movies like Halloween H2O, Lucky Number 11, 30 Days of Night, and Sin City. But when The Faculty came out, he was an unknown. He played a drug dealer named Zeke that was my favorite character in this entire movie. Zeke is this lazy drug dealer who's failed school and just doesn't seem to really care. He acts like an idiot, but it shows throughout the movie that he's actually incredibly smart. He just doesn't care to try.
Then why are you repeating your senior year?
All right, look, man. I'll throw in a couple hits of this. Scat. My own recipe. Guaranteed to jack you up.
The way he played his character was just absolutely awesome, and obviously that worked for a bunch of people because this just launched his career, and Robert cast him in Sin City later on as well. The next is the battle for who gets to play Delilah Prophet. Delilah Prophet's a cheerleader who's also the editor for the school newspaper. She's played by Jordana Brewster, who wasn't really known at the time, but is now very well known for being in the Fast and Furious franchise. But before Jordana was cast, there was a few people in the running for the role. Robert Rodriguez wanted Charisma Carpenter from the Buffy series, but she turned it down, thinking it was too close to her Cordelia Chase character. Jessica Alba also auditioned for it, but she didn't get the part. This worked well for Jordana though. She landed a role that kickstarted her career, and she was awesome in this movie. And next we have the Frodo Baggins connection. While Elijah Woods was filming The Faculty, he was approached by a film critic named Harry J. Knowles, who had learned that Peter Jackson was turning Lord of the Rings into a movie. Now Elijah hadn't read any of the books, and Peter was casting mainly British actors, but Harry encouraged him to audition anyway, and he did, and landed the role of Frodo, which is awesome. Now we learn where Principal Drake got her name. I'm always interested in how characters in movies and TV shows get their names. I mean, some of them have to be random, but a lot of them have some meaning, like Principal Drake. There's a mathematical equation out there that's used to kind of guesstimate how much intelligent life there may be in the galaxy, and it's kind of contentious with a lot of debate and some revisions, but it's still referenced today. And as you probably guessed, it's called the Drake equation, which is kind of cool for a movie involving intelligent parasitic aliens. Coming in at number 8, we've got the Terminator Connection. As you're watching the movie, you'll realize that Coach Willis is played by Robert Patrick, who we all know as T-1000 from Terminator 2 Judgment Day. But that's not the only Terminator thing in this movie. Oh no. So Jon Stewart plays science teacher Edward Furlong. Edward Furlong is the actor who played John Connor in Terminator 2 Judgment Day. John Connor was obviously pursued by T-1000, who was played by Robert Patrick, or Coach Willis, I guess. At the beginning of the movie, there's a scene where Coach Willis is standing at the end of a long hallway about to give chase to Principal Drake. And as the chase progresses, the camera work is very similar to the whole chase scene in T2 when he's chasing after John Connor. On top of that, the ending of this movie involves the alien queen being squished between bleachers, which is kind of reminiscent to how the ending of the first Terminator worked. I guess it's safe to say that Robert Rodriguez is quite a fan of the Terminator franchise. Next, we've got the fact that Famke Johnson has not seen the movie. Famke Johnson is best known as playing Jean Grey in the X-Men franchise. But before that, she played Miss Elizabeth Burke, a teacher that ends up being infected by these parasites. She's the teacher that I talked about earlier that met the unfortunate end by having her head chopped off and legs growing out of it and her head ran away. Yeah. In 2016, Famke revealed that she's actually never seen the movie, and a good part of that is because she didn't want to see her character's on-screen demise. I don't know if she's since seen the movie, but I gotta say, she's missing out. And finally, this movie wasn't going to be made at all. It's true. I mean, this movie had a script written, there were pitches made, but just nobody wanted to pull the trigger on it. That is until the success of the movie Scream. That movie did so well that Dimension Films realized that there was a market for teen horror movies, and they grabbed this script and fast-tracked it into production. They went hard on this movie. They even formed a supergroup to make a song on the soundtrack. The group consisted of members from Alice in Chains, Jane's Addiction, Rage Against the Machine, Matchbox 20, and Porno for Pyros. Those are my 10 favorite facts about The Faculty, and I'm sure I've missed some, so let me know what they are in the comments below. And if you liked this video, please drop a like and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any new videos. Until then, thanks for watching.